to Roll 4 Gaming, your third place for two unapologetically nerdy gamers all on one channel. My name is B, and with me, as always, is Danny. Say hello, Danny.
Hello, Danny.
There she is. Welcome, welcome in, everyone, and happy Monday to you all. Hey, if it's evening, congratulations, we made it.
Also, if it's still daylight,
Yeah,
congratulations.
congratulations, you still have sunlight. That joke is going to live on in infamy. And it's a dumb joke, but it's my joke.
Yeah.
How is everyone doing on this Monday evening? We got some OG homies in there. Mad Morky and Nasty Brass Monkey is out there. How you guys doing tonight?
How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry.
Yeah, I am not doing great.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Good evening, Zeri. Hello, hello. Are you my friend? And Gracker is here. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Listen, it's the only way we get a crown on this channel. We certainly don't get it playing Fortnite. That's for
You
sure.
can say that again.
I'm not going to though. I'm not gonna. Let's make sure that we get in some special shouties for some special friends. For Gracker, for Zeri. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. Hope everyone is getting through their Monday okay. I hope y'all are doing well. Um it is Monday night, which means that we are gonna go back to the land of Baldur's Gate 3. Um we are firmly in Act 3 at this point, and the world seems much more expansive. It's bigger, but it seems like things are escalating very quickly now. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't played Baldur's Gate up to, of course, buddy, appreciate you. uh, for anybody who hasn't gotten to the middle slash end of Act 2 of Baldur's Gate 3, I'm going to do something that's, I'm going to talk a little bit of story stuff. So it will be spoilery. When I put my hand up like this, that's how you know that the spoiler is done. Okay? Um, so at the end of Act 2, here's your warning: three, two, one, spoilers. The champ. Shred Shack. Hello, hello, my friend. Welcome
Welcome
in.
in.
We were just getting ready, to talk BG3. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out Shred Shack Plays. Literally the OG homie, one of the
Mm-hmm.
first people that followed our channel besides ourselves. So make sure you go over and show some love over there. They've got Pat, Reese, Drew, Sully, Lindsay, and Dan Mack. They're all playing something different. I guarantee you they have something that's going to spark your interest. Um, so at the end of Act 2, you come across Etheric Thorm, and you see that he is a part of this larger scheme with Netherstones and controlling an Elder Brain, things of that nature, all of that wild stuff. And at the end of Act 2, you get one of the Netherstones. Well, we're at the beginning of Act 3, and we're already going for the second one pretty early on in Act 3, and we're going up against Gortash. Um, Gortash is actually also tied to Karlach, which we all know we've been romancing Karlach on this playthrough, so we're gonna do everything we can to make her happy. So we're gonna make sure that we take out Gortash with the most extreme prejudice that we can. Wild charge a bug in the chat for anybody playing the Pokemon community game. Um, but yeah, I feel like it's the events are escalating very very quickly, and that's where we're at. Karlach is amazing, and that's why when we went to PAX, originally it was no, it was Karlach. No, it was
Um,
Lae'zel and a Mind Flayer, right? The Emperor.
It was the Emperor and Lae'zel, yes.
Yeah, and we were like, it's fine. We're not gonna do the photo op there. It's okay, nothing too crazy about it. Um, but we wanted to. Oh, this is interesting. Sorry, I'm playing with new macros on my Stream Deck. Yes, page. That is interesting. Okay. Playing with new toys. But then as we were on our way out, little bean that needs to be detected. She was done so. She did, and it's one of those things where I personally, I don't understand how Larian wouldn't know that she would be the absolute favorite of all of the companions, aside from Astarion. Astarion blew up, but I think they knew Astarion was going to blow up.
Oh, for sure they did.
Like a pale-skinned vampire with an English accent that's sassy. There's no way that wasn't going over.
Out, okay.
But like Karlach obviously was going to be a favorite, so I don't know. I don't know how they did her story so dirty and so truncated. But her Shadowheart and Astarion were, I know so many people that went for him. Yeah, I know one person who that was her main goal, was to romance Astarion. And she did. She won the simulation, and she was mighty pleased with herself.
Still am.
She is also turning several shades of red right now.
Look, I'm not on camera. That's
I know.
Fair.
I know. That's fine. But that's why I'm describing what your face looks like, because the viewers can't see your face.
I know. That's exactly. We're saying the same thing. I'm just saying I wish you wouldn't.
No. I get that. I get that's what you're saying. I'm letting you know that I'm sorry you feel that way. But yeah, that's why we got the photo op with Karlach, Shadowheart, and Astarion on the way out. They were just cosplayers. One of them I actually recognized from TikTok. She did like a lot of Karlach cosplay, so I thought it was kind of cool that we got to meet her and get a photo op.
Yeah,
and it was pretty nice. But yeah, we kind of pissed off. That's the end for story spoilery stuff. But we ended up finally getting a deal with Raphael later on. I'm not going to say what for, but Karlach was not happy about it. But we have a plan in place to circumvent those things. And I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget, guys, we do have redeems that are specific to Baldur's Gate 3, especially seeing as they don't have the platform extension enabled, so that way you can't see the character sheets and stuff like that unless you ask me to pull them up, and then of course I'll pull it up for you if you want to see it. But we do have several interactions. You have a dialogue option that you can choose for me, or you can swap my party members around on me. You redeem the points, and then you tell me what character you want me to take, and I will swap it out with someone else. Easy peasy, not a problem. from the bot, from the Frosty bot. Newscast update from Roll4 Gaming's realm. Gortash looms closer as Emperor's Wrath brews. Shoutouts to the magical Gracker and heroic Shred Shack plays. A cast of characters unite in the reel of Twitch. From wizards to warriors, Chargebug plays hard to get and escapes from capture. The chat's on fire with failed poke catches and good laughs. Stay tuned for more adventures and camaraderie. It said newscaster style, so I had to read it in my newscaster voice.
For sure you did.
I really didn't have any options on that one. So if you guys are good, let's get into game time. Jay!
Hey, thank you so much for popping in.
Now both of your lurks are the ones that you're trying to avoid. Listen, at the very least, 50s Mediterranean accent, at least I put up my hand to indicate when the spoilers were ending. We are firmly in Act 3. We're on the doorstep of having a major boss battle, Jay. So I do not want to spoil anything for you. So if you need to go into lurker mode, absolutely, please feel free to do so. You know that we love having you here and we appreciate you so much. Currently, I have. Peace. We have my Tav, which is my Dark Urge Rogar. We have Astarion. We have Karlach, as always, the stars of the show. And then we're taking Will with us. And here's why, guys. So, ooh, covert critical. The reason why we're taking Will with us is because as we were on our way in, appreciate you. The reason why we have Will is because we actually ran into Mizora on the way here, and she actually suggested, she's like, "Oh, bring the pup with you. He'll want to see this." So that's why we have Will coming with us, because she suggested that we bring him. Ooh. Excuse me. Also because I believe Duke Ravengard is here. Ooh, that just took us straight up. All these people.
Look at all those chickens.
Yeah, look at all those chickens. There's a street. Oh, these are all just attendants. Oh, here we go. Me just hanging out in the darkness, just being all epic and stuff. You got it. Ooh. Hmm. Hello, Pixel. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Well, it sounds like someone was having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for getting the check-in, Biz.
Oh, good call.
Does take all. How's your 420 stream? That explains things. But at least you had fun. Interesting. Yeah, Gaudy Gortash for sure. Oh my goodness. See if we can get some information. See if we can get a little something, something out of him. Okay. Pixel, I hope you're having a lovely evening. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Hello, Kami. Welcome in. Good to see you. Give
Ooh,
a
good call.
special
Good call.
shouty for Kami. What's up?
It's a good call on the Frosty shout out.
Absolutely a Frosty shout out. Oh, let's see. She only cares for blood, and your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. What are you getting at? If she wants my blood, she'll have to find me first. Perhaps she and I can be allies. I will bring her to heal. What are you getting at? Let's see if I can get more info. What are you getting at? Kimi, I hope you're doing so well. She definitely will. Ooh, former ruler of the cult of Baal. See, I can't trust this dude because I know that Karlach is gonna flip her lid. But then I also have the Emperor in my head telling me that I should hear this guy out. And I feel like if I push my luck with the Emperor too much more,
is that water?
it is water actually. If I push my luck with the Emperor anymore, I'm eventually going to end up turning into a Mind Flayer, and I don't want to turn into a Mind Flayer. My character looks dope.
Why wouldn't you want to be a mind flayer?
That's rough, buddy.
Because that's not how I created my character. I didn't create my character to look like a Mind Flayer.
Okay.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah. There is. Hello, Freddy. Welcome in. Secret Tunnel. Hello, hello, Freddy. How are you, my friend? Oh, there's a Rufflet in the chat.
I think that's a puppy like one, right?
I'm assuming it is. Absolutely. Well, Brass Monkey's going for it, so you know you have to at this point.
Do I?
Sure you do.
All right.
Doing well, Freddy. Doing so well. I hope you're doing well.
I'm sorry if we were alarming in your stream earlier. We just wanted to make sure that you were good
Absolutely.
with the trolling guy.
Yeah. We just wanted to have your back, bud.
I just want to do. It's taking so slow. I'm not gonna make it in time.
Well, no balls for Danny.
There we go.
Aw. There you go.
I have some balls, just cheap balls.
Got cheap little balls.
Shoot little balls. Look, sometimes they get the job done. Sometimes they miss.
Sometimes. OG Half Pint, hello, my friend. Welcome in, welcome in.
I didn't do a frosty one. You should do a frosty one.
Freddie, as long as you're okay, honestly, that's what's most important, dude.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll try to make sure I keep the game volume down relatively low. I did turn the capture card down just a little bit because I didn't want it to be too loud, especially with the blurps and stuff like that.
Mm.
And we're gonna do... No. I'm not gonna keep it too low. I want to make sure everybody else can hear, and I gotta get the dialogue going again. But the problem is that now we're in Act 3. Everything has weight to it. It's not simple. Like in the beginning in Act 1, everything is a little bit more simple and straightforward. Oh, you do the right thing and you get the good thing. But it's a lot more murky waters as you get further on. I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want to spoil it for you, but a lot more murky waters and gray areas that you deal with as you get into the game. Hmm. Absolutely, yeah. Stab first, ask forgiveness later. Hmm. Said the viper to the frog. No, I miss you and Cake playing this. I'll have to keep an eye out for next time I see you guys on. Oh, that's rough, man. But that's the beauty of this game is you can play it however you want, and that's gonna kind of dictate how things go. Kind of fell off it for now. Honestly, that happens. I think we got am a rogue. I know someone who loves playing as a rogue.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you don't. A violent vindictive rogue. I know somebody who likes playing a violent vindictive rogue.
Okay, that one you're gonna have to explain. Because I don't know who you're talking about for that one. I do enjoy a rogue.
Okay, I'll give you that. Maybe Ivy wasn't like super
Yeah, he wasn't a murder hobo.
or anything along those lines. But vindictive? Maybe not vindictive. Spiteful?
Okay, you got me there.
I thought so.
But for entertainment value, not for
Fair.
spite's sake.
That's fair. That's fair.
Thank you.
Okay. Also, guys, don't forget, we do have a couple of redeems. Redeem number 1, you can make me choose the dialogue option that you want me to choose. Number 2, you can make me swap my party members around. So if you want me to take Gale or Shadowheart or Lae'zel or something along those lines, I also have Jaheira and I have Halsin. You can make me take one of them. Sorry, I got a dry patch in my throat. I'm not sick, promise. And we also have the dual community goal for channel points. Danny and I are gonna do a joint playthrough, at least a little bit of Stardew Valley. She's playing it. She is grinding it out and doing awesome. And every time I look over, she's doing something really, really cool on that game. Of course, you're doing a lot of awesome and impressive stuff. But I still have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm not really a cozy gamer kind of guy. But for you guys, if you want me to, I'll do it. But then it's also kind of a grind on her because she's going to be used to having like all these epic weapons and tools and stuff like that, and she's going to be out with just like the basic stuff. Magna, hello Magna, welcome in, buddy. Everybody's doing the secret tunnel. I love it. Okay, Orin betrayed me and you did nothing to help me then. What has changed? I see too. Brass monkey. That's 4 secret tunnel redeems so far. I wonder how many more we're gonna have. I will defeat Orin. I'll think about it. No promises. To the hells with your pact. Ooh, dress snails. You have my interest, Freddy. I can't wait to hear more about that. Alright, let me do an insight check. 15. Gonna have to burn an inspiration for that one. I got it. Meets it, beats it. I rolled a 3 on that one. My goodness. Huh. Ah, I see what you did there. That's the kind of joke Danny would make. Danny would have liked that one. So Freddy goes, but you roll 4 gaming, not roll 3. Because I rolled 3.
That's good. I like that.
That was pretty clever.
Yeah.
That was pretty clever. That was
That's
a good one.
definitely my sense of humor.
Oh, absolutely. That's your sense of humor for sure. It is.
Sorry, I was I'm all over the place tonight, guys. If I'm distracted, it's either because I'm working on some stuff I'm trying to do for the kingdom, or I started playing Stardew Valley.
For the kingdom, you say?
Yes, for the kingdom.
What exciting thing do you have that you're working on for the kingdom?
I'm working on a spreadsheet because one of the things the event planners have talked about is we want people to do check-ins, at least 15 in between tournaments. And so I'm working on a spreadsheet so that we can easily track the number of check-ins people have. And then if they participate in a tournament, and we can be like check mark, and the check mark will erase all of their points that they've gotten so far.
Oh.
So
you would create something like that.
Yeah. The tough part is that basically now I'm down to that decision I was talking about earlier, where I can either have drop-down menus of everybody who's previously checked in, but then that makes it difficult when we get new check-ins.
Okay.
Or I can make it so that we just type in everybody's name, which is how I have it right now. But if we are one letter off, it won't work. And so the drop-down menu is a little more foolproof.
But also a little bit more work to execute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I'm just getting the bones of it put together, and then I'll see what makes the
If
most sense to my event planner and people who will have to work on it with me.
if anybody can make an on point spreadsheet that can work for multiple people and do exactly what it's supposed to do, it's you.
You you have a little too much faith in me there, I think. But
I
I'll
know what
try.
you're about. I have confidence in you.
I have confidence. Okay, I'm done. I'm
There
not
you
gonna sing more on stream.
go. Nothing wrong with that. Little singing is good. Better than what I can do right now. I don't know what's going on with my throat. I
Yeah,
got
I
a
don't know
dry patch
either.
or something. All right, let's see if we can get more info. I like getting info from the guys because I feel like that helps me unlock more aspects of the quest.
That makes sense.
Interesting. I seem to have trusted you once and it ruined me. I'm not about to repeat that mistake. Defeat Orin, you have my oath. Think about it, no promises. The hell's with your pact? See, my gut says I want to tell this guy off. Karlak is like a rabid dog right now. She wants at this dude right now. And honestly, if she's that pissed off at this dude, I kind of feel like I'm obligated to be too. But then I have this dude in my brain that's telling me, oh, let's hear this guy out. Let's hear him out. Nope, I'm going with my gut. Unless anybody's going to redeem something otherwise.
What do you got? Ah, man, I got distracted by
Us get distracted? No. That doesn't happen.
that's the ADHD portion
That's the
of the evenings.
ADHD portion of the show. Oh my goodness. Freddie, thank you so much for the lurk, buddy. We appreciate you. Thank you so
Lurkers
much for
make
hanging
the
with us.
children.
Make sure you get some sleep. Self care is the best care.
We have so many catchphrases now.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. Before rising to the helm of Russian politics, Boris Yeltsin. Yeah, we're not talking politics on the stream. As much as I love trivia, I don't care about politics, let alone foreign politics. A wild bon sweet has appeared in the chat for anybody looking to catch a Pokemon. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone. Hmm. Go for a brass monkey hashtag the very best. And I totally forgot. For anybody who didn't know, Brass Monkey Live is #1 in the field and #1 in your hearts. Sorry, I'm contractually obligated to say that now.
I'm aware. In addition to
It doesn't make it any less true.
In addition to being your accountant, I'm also your lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little seed one. I don't care for it. I guess I'll throw a Lego. Just for the sake of the competition. Ah!
Nobody caught it. My goodness. No catches. Big whiffs on all the Pokemon community catches. Yeah, and Larry made it ironclad. There was a clause about owing him catnip, but it didn't really make a lot of sense.
Was it CLAWS clause?
Yes. It was a catnip clause. How am I supposed to find Orange? She can change form so easily. Me, you, Ketherick, the brain. What was the plan before Orin interfered? Surely your steel watch can handle Orin. Why do you need me? I must go. You're a dead man. I can't let you walk. I can't let you take over the city.
That's me. You can ignore it.
Brass Monkey makes a good point. Yeah, it's clause, as if you violate the contract, you'll catch his clause. That was pretty good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, Brass. That was good. Follow the bodies. Always a great way. Hmm. Okay. Hey, buddy. Free cat content. Interesting. Had to have been for Raphael. Yes, buddy. Raphael's got his claw stuck in my shirt. There we go. Thank
Anymore,
you.
Oof.
No interest in watching this sham of a ceremony. Fine, let's get it over with. I wouldn't dream of missing it. All right. I feel like I can't just straight up pick a fight with this dude because this room is just absolutely filled with people. Could I take them all on? Maybe if I had just had a long rest.
Maybe.
And maybe if I didn't have Will. Maybe if I had Halson, I'd probably be a lot more confident. Just because Halson has a mix of heals and just absolute brute force.
Okay.
Hmm. Hey, Luna. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having an absolutely lovely evening. Ooh, eating dinner. Hope it's something delicious and cheesy. Chinese? Oh my goodness. We almost had Chinese last night before.
One of those.
It was one of those nights where like we were really in a pinch for a meal and we're like, oh, what can we get here really, really fast? Chinese food. Chinese food will always get here super fast. It's always here in like 15 minutes. Doesn't matter how much or how little we order. It's always 15 minutes. Milmino, hello, hello. That's why you wanted it? Luna, I knew you were good people. Got a good head on your shoulders, and I respect that. Hello, hello, Milmino. So glad you could be here. Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't even notice that the new logos are on there for the new sided die. The four-sided die for the subscriptions, for the subs.
What's that? Oh,
Yeah, the new subscription
badges?
bits.
Yeah.
Badges. That's the word I was looking for.
They've known them for a little while. Maybe people are just starting to activate
Maybe.
them.
Yeah, I mean, we just did have the Kingdom Party and we had a whole bunch of subs
This is true.
by our queen and Zeri just coming in and gifting a whole bunch of subs like a couple of crazy people. But we love them dearly.
But like generously crazy.
Generously crazy. We love them.
Crazily generous.
Yeah.
Crazy generous? Crazy generous.
And we'll give a shouty to Milmino. Millie Moo, as some people would refer to her. Not everyone, but some.
Some.
And y'all, if you haven't checked out Milmino, absolutely go and check out their stream. Incredible artist. We have her working on a new logo for us, and I am chomping at the bit. Cannot wait to see it. Magic and OBS? Absolutely, there's magic. No. You're good. You're good. I'm sitting there. I was sitting there. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh man, I can't. Like usually, like when a few days will go by, like I'll start itching and I'll just be like, ooh. Then I'll go back and I'll look at the messages and I'll be like, oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Um, no, you're fine. You're fine, Millie. Good things come to those who wait. I'm gonna prepare to object, and I feel like someone else is gonna hop in here real quick. Oh. Okay, so that's the Emperor in my head telling me not to.
Ruh-roh.
All right, and I'm gonna keep quiet only because I told Karlak that we would wait. You're all good. Listen, if the samples that we saw are rusty, I cannot wait to see it refined. Yeah, you're an awesome artist. It was one of those things when we just saw some of the work, not including your own, logo and emotes and stuff like that. The emotes that you made for Queen Mai were unreal, absolutely unreal. Um, but yeah, we saw that, and Danny and I we were actually talking about refreshing the logo, and it was a no brainer for both of us. So absolutely, that was a slam dunk. There was no way that we were gonna go any other route. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep quiet because between Karlak and Will, I feel like it's important that we do not just bust out a like a confrontation here. Oh my goodness. Okay, Karlak wants to talk. Where you going? Where you going? Nope, talk to me. Mm-hmm. Seemed like an absolute fraud in a very nice coat. We were talking about how gaudy he was earlier. Frankly, I'm impressed. He's wormed his way into the most powerful position in Baldur's Gate. I can't wait to flatten him. Seemed like a frog in a very nice coat. Always had expensive stays. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is. All right, let's talk to Will, see what he thinks. Hmm. Lord Randolph Venmus. Who is this? Oh, wow, skunk tank. Lady Ruth Leneka. The right people. That sounds a little racist. You had D&D tonight? Oh my goodness. How was it, Milmino? Were you DMing or were you playing? They're in possession of a 1-foot egg. That sounds so concerning. All right, let's talk to older Raven Guard. Interesting. Told to look after it by a ghost. I mean, if a ghost tells you to look after something, best listen.
Or what? They'll stare you to death?
Mm-hmm. Underestimated how powerful the ghost was. So, my first experience DMing, I did something very similar with the shades that I used. I was like, oh, they only have 4 HP and it's easy and they're going to be able to do this. And then I looked at the stat blocks and it's like, oh, they're resistant to everything and they actually have a pretty high AC. So, and then the rolls didn't exactly go their way. So I accidentally knocked one of the characters unconscious in the very first round of combat. I don't apologize for it happening. I'm just saying it happens. Here to help you, Floric sent me. Indeed, the Absolute will bring glory upon this fair city, New Dawn. Is that what you call the tyranny the Absolute brings to Baldur's Gate? By the gods, whatever you need out of the city's great hero. Interesting. Wow. Hmm. Sure have. Want to play more D&D Saturday and Tuesday or not enough? Yeah, we sadly ended up needing to back out of our campaign because everybody else could only ever play on Sundays. And not that weekends don't work for us, but it was one day a week that we had where we had no other obligations.
It was like the only day.
It was like the only day of the week that we had where we could just rest and decompress and get our bearings straight.
And even then, it was only every other week. So
Yeah.
it's not like every week we had the day to ourselves. It was
Yeah.
the only 2 days a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's legit, and it's important to take that time for yourself. I think if we were able to get the campaign to go during the week like we originally intended, like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, we'd still be playing.
Yeah.
Not that it's anyone's fault. We don't want to place
No.
blame on anyone. Schedules are schedules. We all know that adult schedules and jobs are the true BBEG of any good D&D campaign. So it ended up not working out, and they're a great group of people, and I hope that we can reconnect with them at some point because I feel like the DM story was something awesome. I was so excited for it. This new dawn is a lie. Absolute's time has come. Should explore to the city. An actor for the greater good. Now, Zerokai. I I don't really care much about what this guy's saying right now. It is the tadpole talking. Hey, Rufio. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. So before I get into the next thing, Milmino, I know you're DMing, but question for you. If you get the opportunity to play, what class do you like to play? Zerakai, same question. What class do you like to play in D&D? And anybody who's in the chat who plays D&D or has an interest in playing D&D or has any questions about D&D, if you have a favorite class, let me know because I love talking D&D stuff. Oh, you've played some various classes. Is there one that you like to usually play? Is there one that you haven't played that you want to? I love talking D&D. I could spend an afternoon talking about D&D and still be jazzed and fully energized. Difficulty 2. I lean a little into magic wielding classes. Fighter doesn't really appeal to me. That's fair. So do you like the sorcerers or are you more of like a druid cleric? Are you a wizard? Wizards are far too technical for me. Hmm. Ooh. So I do like playing rephrase. I like dipping into Warlock because it's so front loaded. I like the idea of wizards, how they're the most powerful spellcasters and they learn it and it's intelligent based and all of that stuff. But as far as the known spells versus the prepared spells and making sure things are written down in your book and all of that stuff, that I don't know that I could handle having a book with all of my spells in it just get absolutely destroyed and then I'm just left with the spells that I have prepared and I have to spend all that time relearning all those spells. Um, Having said that, I do like leaning into charisma based characters. So paladin, I usually main paladin. I love playing as paladins. My other playthrough on this game was a paladin. His name was Theron. He is absolute hoss on the battlefield. Um, Absolute menace. Your VTuber is a paladin. That's good to know. Um, I like dipping into and multi-classing into Warlock. I did it with Theron on my first playthrough. I've done it with Rogar in this playthrough. They're just so front-loaded. All you need is like 3 levels, and you get a vast majority of the benefits of a Warlock. Now, you can go up to level 5 if you want to get a little bit more bang for your buck, but 6 levels into Eloquence Bard on my Warlock. To the Genie Patron. Pact of the Pact of the Tome or Pact of the Tomb. I feel like those are very, very different things. Tome, okay, perfect. Just making sure. Well, because I know that some people they use Unearthed Arcana, and there might be some homebrew subclasses out there that are really cool, and I will be the first to admit. Wait a minute. So Zerakai gifted all of those subs and didn't bother keeping one for himself?
Are you kidding?
My goodness.
Hold on.
I feel like we need to fix that.
I'm on it.
Oh, I was about to do it from here.
All right, you take care of it then.
I got it. There you go. Zerikai, you should be all set with your ads now, hopefully. You gifted all of those subs. You didn't bother to keep one for yourself, buddy. I appreciate the gifted subs. We got you. DM kept accidentally TPKing us, and the bear scratches on her leg is where she died to a bear. DM felt bad, so brought me back, but the scars were there to show how significant the event was. With the note that if I died again, it would be a permadeath. You give us all one free death pass because of how badly our dice were cursed that game. Sometimes the rolls just don't go your way, you know? Zerkai, we appreciate you, buddy. I mean, you came in and you dropped all of those gifted subs. You didn't even keep one for yourself. That just shows the kind of selfless person that you are, and that's honestly the kind of people that we want to have here on our stream. Not so you can, like, gift subs to everybody all the time, but it just speaks to the type of person that you are. Like you were shot by a bear as we were rolled 3 1s in a row. Oh my gosh, that is cursed. Whenever I'm rolling bad, I stop rolling bad and start rolling awesome instead. That's a fantastic strategy, Brass Monkey. I should probably try that more often.
I see you, Barney Stinson.
Barney Stinson.
Well, when I start being sad, I stop being, or when I'm sad, I stop being sad and be awesome.
Be awesome instead.
Yep.
Yep. Absolutely. Because nothing fits like a suit. Yeah, if you want to roll good, pretend you're a DM. If you're rolling too good, pretend you're a player. No matter what I pretend to be, I still roll like dog duty.
Can confirm.
Nice. Ranger is the one class. Danny and I always joke that everybody forgets that Rangers exist. But that's usually right around the same time as we're talking about, oh, what characters are available, and we genuinely forget that Rangers exist. Having said that, return to Missouri. Having said that, Ranger is one of those classes that was lackluster. Yeah, absolutely. Druids are OP. Yeah, absolutely. They'll be understood by her. I'll probably catch some of them too because I watched the show too. But you know, I'm glad you're here to make references for Danny.
Most of them, I'll say most of them because
Yeah.
I've seen the first couple seasons way more than the final seasons,
That's fair.
and I only watched the last season once.
Honestly, once was more than enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Game of Thrones bad, but it's not great.
You know, kicking dogs.
Just kicking dogs in the face and body.
That's the whole dog.
Sorry, so you keep saying face and body. I'm not seeing this as tough to watch. It sure is. Yeah, druids are OP, especially considering the subclass. Oh, you didn't know you could do that? Do you play on console or do you play on computer, Milmano? Ooh, that's very clever. Milmano actually had an idea. Hold on, what are you going for? You're going for a Whiscash? Whiscash. I don't know that Pokemon at all.
I don't either.
Milmano had a great
Maybe a
idea.
fish, though.
You could use this as a way to grab a map for a D&D.
Okay, yeah, but I feel like you would not be able to stream it because you would like.
That's true, yeah. But for like a home game, absolutely, you could do that for a home game.
For sure. A non-commercial game.
A non-commercial game, exactly. Um, but yes, I like playing paladins because I like leaning into the charisma. Ranger is one of those classes that I've always thought that I should play because I am a sucker for dual wielding. I love dual wield weapons so much. And Ranger is one of those classes that can really lean into it that's not fighter. Zeri being the only one to catch that one. Good on you, Zeri. Idea for a stream of yours, but I feel you'd regret it mostly because of me. Well, Milmino, now you have my attention. Now we have to know.
You have my attention as well.
You have her attention.
Is this something that B would regret or that would both regret?
Run a one-shot D&D sesh. We're actually going to be doing that for one of Danny's cousin's birthdays.
It has also been thrown out in the Kingdom server that we do some sort of D&D charity event at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
'Cause if you're
want
playing-
to see that. I could play as Ivy.
You're making a no. Ivy plus someone else who is coming straight out and being like, yeah, I'm absolutely unhinged. I would have to let my hair grow out specifically so I could tear it out.
That's fair. There's a demand for it.
I will never say no to D&D.
All right. So us event planners gotta get on this.
Like my mouth goes places. Like my mouth goes places it's not meant to go. And we're going to clip that because phrasing is important. That's fine. Sometimes my mouth goes places it's not meant to go either.
Should I be worried?
You're not already?
Well, now I am.
Yeah. Yeah. See? Ask hard questions, get hard answers. Quote of the game part 2. I don't want my lady bits exfoliated. Honestly, that's a genuine concern. I'm with Sally on that one.
You don't want your lady bits exfoliated?
I definitely don't want my lady bits exfoliated. That sounds painful. Time goes quicker than a peacock on acid. That invokes such a great visual. I enjoy it so much. See if Duke Ravengard has anything else to say. He gives you a cowboy nod with his helmet. Yeah.
So one time Brendan was DMing a campaign and my character, was I playing Ivy? No, I was playing Fredden, the bard that lasted very not long. And he was traveling with a character who I forget what her full name was. But her nickname was Nellie. And so Brendan starts the campaign, describes the setting, and because I'm an experienced player, has me kind of like start off with this other player. And immediately I go, "Whoa, Nelly," as I come across something. And that was how we kicked off the campaign.
With a pun.
Yep.
And to this day, you are so heckin'
So
proud.
proud. This was like a
So
year and a
heckin'
half
proud.
ago, and
Yeah.
I'm still so proud.
Still talking about it, guys.
Well, you gotta send it to me too.
One on the left saying, "Oh, I cannot wait to read that." Fist Earth Digger. Let's see what we got. Now I'm intrigued. Now you have my interest. That is appropriately unhinged. I also agree
love
that's
it.
not super safe for the stream, and I appreciate you DMing that.
Yes, thank you for keeping it.
But I mean, also, what a motto to live by.
Ooh, we got some traction in the Stardew.
We do. Oh, we're at 26K. We're what, about halfway through because we set it for 50K. Yeah, a little bit more.
52.
Yeah. So for you guys that may not know, Danny and I do have the dual community goal, where we will play Stardew Valley together. I am not a cozy gamer kind of guy, and Danny has been absolutely grinding to get those levels and good gear and things of that nature. So her having to carry my backside around with less than stellar tools and things of that nature, that is kind of the punishment for her.
Yeah. I've also floated the idea of letting him choose who I have to like actively romance in the game. And like I could either give you like a rundown of all the characters or just let you choose on site. So that's an option too.
It is.
I know who I would suggest for you.
Interesting.
But I don't know if you want a suggestion or if you want to do it organically or if you want to decide for yourself.
I mean, I'll take suggestions.
But I don't want to like tamper your thinking. You know, like I don't want to
50% completed.
taint it, one might say.
Would someone talk about tainting things? Do we talk about taints on this channel?
Well, when you're using it as a verb, to taint.
using taint as a verb, to taint.
Oh, okay, Zerika. Okay, yes. That's someone. If he doesn't choose Harvey, I will likely romance him in my next like playthrough.
Okay.
Because I've read like I've read about like what the characters are like post marriage and like.
Hey, Bo, welcome in.
I could vibe with him the most. Sorry, welcome in.
A more safer stream quote.
Oh.
From a book that your players found in the world. My goodness. What's shaking, bacon? Not much, Bo. We're having some fun. We're talking D&D, being super nerdy and stuff. Making sure that my crown is fit and looking nice, looking fly, looking fresh and clean. Getting some Baldur's Gate 3. What about you, Bo? How are you doing? Milmino is not sleeping.
Unless she's supposed to be, then she absolutely is, and that's
Yeah.
that's the ghost that haunts
Yeah.
her flat in that's typing.
Yeah. If Milmino is supposed to be sleeping right now and being up and about is against orders that she was given, then I will testify an alibi that Milmino is absolutely sleeping right now, and has been sleeping this whole time. I mean, I'm scary too. Come on. I have a mirror. Okay. I just do odd stuff online now. Yep, Milmino very asleep. Haha, Sally on the other hand. Is that like Trevor?
What?
From the show Ghosts?
Right? I knew.
Like, oh, Sam is in bed. But Trevor on the other hand.
Oh, gotcha. Yes.
Ghost is a great show. If you haven't watched it, please go check it out. It is such a great show. There's actually a D&D episode. It's like the third episode in.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good one. It really is. So Ghosts US. Danny started watching the Ghosts UK one, but we were already in uh like halfway through the Ghosts US one, so it didn't translate well.
Yeah, it's definitely like you can tell it's a UK version of this US adaptation. You know what I mean? Like it's very UK humor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to explain the difference, but I was just so used to the new, like to the US version that yeah, just didn't hit for me.
That makes sense. UK is the original and the sense of humor is different.
Exactly. And I didn't think there was, I don't want people to think I'm insulting it because I don't think it was bad. It just
No.
wasn't,
Yeah. No, we
like, I
watched Doctor Who.
appreciated some of the
We get
humor,
that
but it
humor.
was just different characters, and I love my characters.
Zeri, thank you so much for popping in. Also, just so you know, did get Danny to watch My Hero Academia over the weekend. Not exactly her cup of tea. I don't think she's gonna stick with it, but I at least got her to watch a few episodes.
Yeah, and I appreciate the story and the idea behind it. Just wow, am I a snob or am I picky?
You're kind of picky in what you watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't stand the UK one. Absolutely, Zeri, 100%. You attempted. That's what counts. And that's what I told her. I was like, I
Mhm.
just want you to give it a fair shake. If you don't like it, it's fine. I'm not going to force you to watch it. I don't ever have any time to watch it on my own, but I at least wanted her to give it a shot. And she did. She gave it a fair shake. We said, hey, 3 episodes. That's my rule for shows. If I'm not into a show by episode 3, I'm probably gonna fall off. So she tried My Hero Academia. It was one of those things she had talked about on stream. Uh, After it was actually we said after we finish Ghosts and after we're all caught up with Ghosts, we will watch My Hero Academia. She's like, yeah, give it a try. And so we decided on a fair number of episodes for her to try. I chose 3. Um, because 3 is right around the time where the story starts to develop with the main protagonist and like his story and stuff like that. You don't get a lot of other characters, but that's okay. Um, I agreed to the 3. She gave it a shot. I could tell she didn't want to watch any more of it, but I still asked her, hey, do you have any questions about it? Is there anything that you want to know? Is there anything you don't care about?
Do
And
you
she asked,
remember what my first question was?
what's that?
Do you remember what my first question was?
I'm pretty sure I remember what it was.
It was if Deku and that chick ever hook up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, within 3, you have a fairly decent premise on what it is. Yeah, some of them are. Yeah, a lot more, a lot more shows are turning into slow burns. Some movies are as well. Although there are some movie directors and things of that nature that they realize they're gonna get your attention really quick, and so they'll come out the gates. Let's see what Mizora has to say. Wild Kirlia appears in the chat. Kirlia. Interesting. Relocated. He was just in that room. Interesting. Yeah, it's been a minute since you played. It's a possibility. They might have been shorter. It might kind of change from time to time based on, actions and decisions made and stuff like that. Of course she would. Um yeah, but Danny's first question was do the main character and Uraraka, um Gravity Girl, if they hook up. And I told her, I was like, yeah, they kind of have a thing. um to her credit, she did ask more than that. um you ask a little bit about, is there anything, one question that she asked that I really, really liked is there anything that you want me to know about the show? I thought that was a really, really good question,
Thank you.
because then you're asking, hey, what were you really excited for me to see and experience about this show?
Yeah, and that's ultimately because, like, I knew the show was important to you. I felt bad. Like, I genuinely feel bad that it's just not my style because I do want to share that with you.
Mm-hmm.
But since I couldn't sit through it, I wanted to at least know which parts of it you wanted me to see that I didn't get to, essentially. Like, what made it special to you?
Yeah, and we'll find a show. I mean, we hit a home run with Avatar.
Yep.
We hit a home run with Avatar. She liked Avatar: The Last Airbender, but we got to find another show that is my kind of nerdy. That's not so too extreme nerdy for her that she can sit and watch it. We'll find something at some point.
Cool.
So if you grew horns like Will, would you cut them off? That's a great question. I think that kind of goes almost into like Hellboy territory, where he would grind his horns down and then he would like cover them up with goggles. Um, Honestly, I don't know that I would. I might grow them out, especially if they like curl back like ram's horns kind of deal, or like devil horns. I might let them grow out. I don't know that. What about you? If you had horns that grew out like Will, would you cut them?
I have so many questions about this question.
Yeah, it's Milmino's question.
Like, do I live in a world where horns like that are normal, or do I live in like current day?
I love how I didn't even care. I was just like, nope, I'm growing them out.
Um,
But that is a great question. You live in Baldur's Gate. So there is that stigma that comes with having horns.
right. That's what I'm thinking through now.
You should see the processing right now, Mimino. It's awesome to see this happen in real time.
Okay. Now here's was I cursed with these horns or was I born with them?
Well, I would imagine if you grow the horns like Will, I would imagine you're, yep, cursed like Will.
Okay, one last follow-up question.
Free cat content.
Rufio. Have I since made friends with someone who is of the already horned persuasion? Like, would I, okay, because I guess the differentiation I'm trying to make is like, if I was like perfectly human and like didn't have anyone in my life that was a tiefling, um, or like, yeah, any horned race really, um, and it would like impact my ability to just like exist, then I'd be more inclined to cut them off. But if it was like, oh, I have some of my friends have horns, if it was just like something that I could live my life with, maybe a little bit more difficult because of the stigma, but generally it's not going to impact like what's most important to me, then I wouldn't care.
So imagine, what if you are Will, like your Will in this situation? You're cursed with the horns, surrounded by humans and elves and creatures that definitely do not have horns.
Well, I don't think very highly of Will.
I just don't think about them very much.
Yeah.
Chicken anime lately.
So like if I was Will and I was had the same personality as Will, I think I would probably cut them off.
Brass Monkey, are you talking about Danny Phantom right now? You're absolutely talking about Danny Phantom, aren't you? He's a phantom. Teenage boy who enters a machine designed to view a world unseen. Yeah. Yeah, you were absolutely talking about Danny Phantom right now, bro.
Way back in the early days of Google,
True.
if you tried to Google my name, Danny, and my last name, which starts with an F,
Mm,
you would get so much Danny Phantom stuff because
that
that was
makes
the
sense.
closest they could come to my name.
Danny Phantom was such a great show, and I always loved the episodes. And I guess it kind of speaks to the type of content that I like because I really liked it when Ben 10 did this as well. When he was able to meet the older version of himself, like the adult version, where you see like his powers just evolved and fully realized and just living his life with those powers. The Danny Phantom episodes, I absolutely loved those when it was his older self. Even when he was a spoiler alert, even the episodes where he was kind of a bad guy. Because he fully embraced his ghost powers, but also with the show Ben 10, for anybody who watched that, there were a few episodes where you would visit and you would see Ben 10 from the future, and it would be like Ben 10,000 and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed those episodes because it's like, hey, let's take these powers that he's like kind of learning how to use and rank it up to 11. Let's see what he looks like when he's mastered these powers. And I really dig that, you know? I don't know why, but I do. Yeah, so if you're fighting devils and you get cursed by a devil, that absolutely would be a stigma, which kind of draws the wedge between him and his father in the first place, I think. Where's Gortash taking your father, do you think? Ah. Considers it with pride like a scar. Absolutely. That's definitely an option. And it's one of those things that you kind of have to think about and consider really with anything that comes your way like that. You can either let it be a burden that weighs you down, um, or take it, own it, adapt to it, um, and leverage it as a strength or as a piece of armor. All right, let's go to camp.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. We got a cat in camp. I do have speak with animals up. Nice. Don't be scared, kitty. I love kitty cats. All right, let's see if there's anyone who wants to talk. I feel like I need to initiate like the nighttime routine. And I feel like everybody's going to have something that they're going to want to talk to me about. Well, I mean by everyone, I'm assuming like Karlak, Will, maybe Astarion. Lae'zel maybe, because we did talk to Kithrak Voss. We already talked to her about that stuff. What city in Faerun would you most like to live in? Honestly, I don't know that I know the lore that enough that I'd be able to like pop off cities like that. Um, Baldur's Gate seems like it's an okay place. I do like the premise and the setup of the Sword Coast in general, just being close to the water and having a lot of different types of areas. Jackson County, Missouri. That's where the Garden of Eden is. We can head out to Salt Lake City. I have no idea where the bedrolls are in this camp, I just realized. Let's just do a long rest. Let's end the day this way. Why not? Rogar started a conversation. Oh, there's Will.
Mm.
There she is. Huh. Devil Sisters of Justice. Ooh. This is no good. I feel like she's going to try to cut me another deal. I already made a deal with one devil. I don't know how many deals with devils I can make. Interesting. I don't recall sending out invitations to the Sisters of Justice. Please introduce me to your friends. The Duke's been taken. Interesting. Great questions. There we go. Another contract. Ooh. Answer me this, Milmino. Ooh, there's a Cleffa in the chat. Answer me this. Is the dad a lost cause? Whether he be dead, whether he be a doppelganger, I feel like he's a doppelganger. Cleffa Valentine. That's why it's a spoiler. So I don't need to know exactly what happened to him, but if he's a lost cause, then that's I think that's good enough for me. Like I said, there have been enough doppelgangers that I feel like there's going to be more of them, and I feel like he's one of them. The way that I wasn't able to connect with his mind, that's why I feel like he's a doppelganger. but you can both save him and avoid the deal. But it's hard. But it's a child. Okay. All right. I'm up for a challenge. Plus, I already made a deal with Raphael. I don't know that I can make another deal with Mizora. Unless I get something really heckin' cool for it. No one caught the Cleffa. That is interesting. The Pokemon community game has been so disrespectful today, guys. I'm so sorry. No manners this evening. Ooh, save scumming. I'm not above save scumming. I did do it once, because there was an interaction that took place, and there was a scene where it was the end of the night, and I had a conversation with Karlak, who I was romancing, and then there was a dark urge scene, and they told me, hey, by the end of this night, if you don't do what I tell you what you need to do, by the end of this night, you're going to kill the one that you love the most. And I'm just like, no, I can lie my way out of this. I'm good. I'm good. And then when I woke up the next day, she was dead. I was like, nope, not having it. Do not care. Reload. We're doing this again. And once you achieve it, you need to battle immediately after it and be quick. I can be quick. Phrasing. Is it she that I fight and have to take out? Then once you achieve it, you need to battle immediately after. Okay. Is it now? Or is it later? No. Okay, it's later. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely plan on taking this devil out because I know that she's not going to do something. She's going to do something to make sure that she stays in it. It's during the timed event. Is it made clear that it's a timed event? Like, oh, hey, you have X amount of time to get this done, or? Okay, all right. That works. That works. Had to do it 3 times. Had to do it 3 times. Bet you it was worth it, though. Hmm. Selfish act you're about to do. Okay. Does it involve a choice that I make right now? Because if you're telling me a choice that I make right now means that later on I have a timed event and I have to kill people quickly, I can kill people very quickly. I can do burst nova damage with these builds that I have, and I can wreck shop. How many times can I cast Fireball in one round? Yes.
First.
Listen, I can quicken a spell and throw a fireball, and then I can throw another fireball. What will happen to in their shoes they'll choose yourself over your father. They think you are sentenced. You can save him. Okay. I do want to know what happens to Will's power if he breaks the pact. Like, does he just end up being like a normal dude? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Nomino. You have my interest. I will take it. All right, so he's going to keep his powers even after the pact is broken, which makes sense. I imagine that they wouldn't do a whole new build for him, make him like a fighter or something like that. Which would make sense. Yeah, because the Netherbrain is slain or avenged or something along those lines, and then his normal powers and horns go away. That makes sense. Timed event happens regardless. Okay. There we go. If you choose save your father, Mizora will save him from the time. Ah, okay. Just for the entertainment. And that's her letting me know, hey, I'm going to sit around and watch. I'm not going to help you, but I'm going to stick around and watch things happen. I appreciate you, Milmano. No, but you asked ahead of time if I wanted to hear about it, and I talked it out with you, so I appreciate you asking ahead of time. Oh boy, that's not good. Hey, Bo, thank you so much for for lurking. We appreciate you hanging with us. Have an incredible evening. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. I don't want to tell her to go back to Avernus. Like I want to say that, yeah, definitely, I'll be with you and we'll do it together, but Oh. How can you not love that girl? Seriously. He didn't give up his soul. He broke it. All right, so I do want to save right here because I feel like I want to tell Karlach that I'm a ball spawn, but I also feel like that could have very negative consequences. Mizora's just hanging out over by Will's tent. That is such a power play. Save Scummy. Hi ho! Oh. She's just being so supportive and awesome right now. Absolutely. Everybody needs a Karlach in their life. Someone who's just going to be there and support them. Yeah. Yeah, she dropped the L word, dude. And Rogar said it back, too. How can you not?
Again, should I be worried?
No. Because you're my real life Karlach.
Be good.
Not like muscle mommy,
No.
but you're also not like a tiefling with horns and stuff like that. But like, you're super supportive of me.
Okay.
And not lasagna. The L word. And it's not lasagna.
Don't be
Should be,
lasagna.
though. There we go. Gonna give Karlach a little smoochy kiss. I do love that it turns her fire blue.
That's really cute.
Right?
Can you kiss her again?
Sure. Oh, she went back to red fire. Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Oh, there it is. It's blue
Oh,
again.
oh, he's like necking on her. Blue fire is hotter. You are correct. That is why Azula in Avatar The Last Airbender had blue fire. It was more intense. Your youthful eyes. All right. Let's talk to Will, see what's up with this dude. Because he just broke his pact. Is it because they have the giant row of teeth and just like a little snoot that you can boop right out front? Let's observe chat in its natural habitat. In the wilds of Roll4Gaming's chat, a rare Cleffa Valentine appeared, but eluded capture. Milmino the wise spoiler shaman spoke of challenging timed events and moral dilemmas of saving. Kin. As night fell, Bohemian Hick retreated to their den. While Brass Monkey Live and Milmino danced a digital tango of wit and L words. Amidst this, Roll4Gaming's call echoes through the forest. Follow us at TikTok Glory. I wouldn't say it's TikTok Glory, but like we put some pretty funny clips on there.
It's pretty glorious.
What's that?
It's pretty glorious.
They can be. Some of them are. It's like kissing a frog, but it doesn't turn into a prince. That's just disappointment. I feel like Disney's lied to us our whole lives. Oh, wait.
What?
So Milmino said, yeah, it's basically kissing a lizard, plus they make babies differently, right? Dragonborns lay eggs. Great question. I would have to look up on lore on whether Dragonborns lay eggs or if they're live births. I'm
Okay,
not
so now
100%
I
sure.
have so many questions.
I know, I
So-
know.
Okay, imagine they do their egg births, right? Okay. Now, is a dragonborn part like human, part dragon?
I believe that's the essence of it, yes.
Okay. All right. So here's a very
Because it's meant to be a humanoid form dragon, so I would imagine it would be some form of a human.
All right. Ignoring how dragonborns came to be, that
Because the
means
logistics would just be wild.
potentially if a female dragonborn and a centaur had 4 children, statistically speaking, one of them would be a human that hatches out of an egg. One of them would be a half horse, half dragon that would also hatch out of an egg. And then the other 2, one would be a dragonborn and one would be a centaur. And they would all hatch out of eggs.
In this instance, the dragonborn just becomes pregnant. The male dragonborn carries the babies to term. Some come out in an egg, some don't. I would know. I'm a professional. Are you talking about penguins? So they can't have babies with anyone but their own kind.
So then how do you get like half elves?
I would imagine it would be
Or do you-
specific.
Just specific to
Excuse me.
dragonborns?
I would imagine it would be just
Okay.
specific to Dragonborn. Yeah, see? No, Dragonborn. Adoption. Adoption is always an option.
I like that.
Thanks. Ooh, and Tabaxi. Danny has some opinions on Tabaxi.
I said that very far from the mic.
You did.
See.
Hmm.
Was that better? Well, I said it really soft. I don't want to like.
Yeah, but you only caught a part of it, so do another whisper.
I love Tabaxi. That...
Kind of picked it up.
All right. Well, I like playing Tabaxis because they're cats and
They
they're
are.
nimble, and I also really like playing rogues, and so
You're a Tabaxi? She wishes.
I mean
We do joke that she's part cat.
that would make me a Tabaxi.
It would make you a Tabaxi. Yeah, I'm not sure why. For some reason, her mic didn't catch it all. I thought that's skooma. I think that's exactly how it works. Brass monkey. Very nice. You have other NSFW questions right now? Interesting. I'll tell you what. We are going to get ready to wrap up the stream. So I'll give you one. I'll give you a freebie. You know why? Because it's PG-13 and we haven't dropped our F-bomb yet. So we'll give you one, Milmino, before we raid out. What you got? Oh, we lost a homie.
Oh.
We're down to 278, guys. We're up to 279 at the Kingdom Party. We're trying so hard to push for 300. Once we get to 300, we're gonna do that giveaway. We need to get more homies. We're working on it. We're doing what we can. And as soon as we get to 300, we're gonna do that giveaway. Promise. But for anybody who hasn't already, please make sure that you hop in our Discord as well as the Kingdom Discord. Would the male anatomy would actually be compatible with the female human anatomy because dragons and lizards can have very strange appendages? Same with the cats. They sure do. It just means that you really, really got to be sure that you want it before you move forward. Oh yeah, you didn't know that they had barbs on them?
Nope.
Yeah, that's how they hang on to them.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Thanks, I hate it. All right, guys, we are going to call it for this evening. We are going to raid out as we do love to do. We will raid out. You know what? We're going to raid out to... Let me check this out real quick. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to try to do a little bit of research beforehand. Okay. All right. All right. Perfect. So sorry, guys. I didn't mean to have that on in the background. So we are going to raid out to Sweet Wild Thing, who is playing Marbles on stream. I know we got some people who are Marbles fans. So we're going to raid out to her. She was in with the Kingdom Party. Awesome streamer, great content creator, definitely one of the homies. So we are going to start that raid process now. There you go. Look at that. Would you look at that? And we tried raiding out to her at one point and it didn't work. She had just gone offline, which is why I wanted to check ahead of time before we actually raided out to her. So guys, thank you so much for hanging with us. We appreciate you so very much, especially Milmino, Brass Monkey, everybody who was here this evening, everybody who stopped in, everybody who did the check-ins. Sweet thing. There we go. We love you guys very, very much. Even though it's the beginning of the week, we are gonna do everything that we can to get to the end of the week. We love you guys very much. If you're not in our Discord or in the Kingdom Discord, make sure you hop in, check our socials, check the link tree. Wednesday, we are going to be back. Danny is going to be streaming some Disney Dreamlight Valley.
The new Star Path is out, and I'm going to check it out. And I haven't played since the last Star Path, so it might be messy.
But those are the best streams, honestly. And then Thursday, we'll be back for Kingdom Hearts. We love you guys very much. Have an amazing week. And remember, when it's the beginning of the week and we still got the rest of the way to go, just keep rolling. We love you guys.